Free Cipher, Supreme Islam Allah. I got sincere. See what's the deal out there. Halftime. It's been a little minute since we seen halftime in. So what's the deal? What's going on out there? You know, I just got an alert on my phone right before I came on saying that shots was fired at not directly at Kamala Harris, but her campaign office in Arizona. Apparently it was shots fired. You know, in my opinion, you know, of course, you know, that's just a little small talk. That's not really what we're here to talk about, but just saying in terms of the environment that we exist in, I don't know if I want to exist in a world where, you know, that kind of thing is going on. You know, we having, you know, violence is really getting out of hand at that point. I like things to be in an orderly fashion. What's going on out there? I guess we're coming in a little bit late. Wait for a few more, which we're gonna be freestyling today. I had a topic. But it ended up being one of those days, man. That's why I just named this one A Day in the Life. Where divine understanding was signs. You know, where, you know, you ever have a day where you wake up thinking, I want for my brother what I want for myself. And then by the time you make it back home, you're thinking better you than me. True light. The mustard actually, now look, I actually had the mustard. And I did not get the cramps. So, that's not definitive, uh, that's not a definitive medical study there. But we can say so far so good. I think it's we could say that. Yeah, I might have to get some turmeric to because see, here's the thing. Generally speaking, I eat mustard because I don't eat mayonnaise. The wrist is still, they gave me a little exercises, you know, it still clicks right now, when I do the exercises. I was actually just doing them. But it got better when they first drained that fluid, but now the fluid came back. So I don't know. I don't know what's the next step with that. But I gotta go back to. I gotta go back to the doctor. In a couple of days. But yeah, this was one of those days like that, man. This was one of those days where look when, you ever have a day where look as soon as you touch down, everything is already bad news. Good thing about today is, everybody made it, at least to my knowledge. And now it looks like I'm somewhat back. Kasim. But where did I cut off? the last thing that I saw was the brother asked me if I knew somebody named Allah True that was from Palestine. And my question was, do you mean he's from Palestine or his heritage is Palestinian? He's from Paterson, New Jersey. And now I don't think I know him. It's possible. I know a lot of brothers from Paterson, and if he's a newer brother, then it is possible that I'm not that familiar with his name. Robbie. But is there anything in particular about him? You know, to me, that's still. I don't know if that was on before I froze, but I was saying that you know, that's still something that is amazing to me. You know, is that we have people from all those various backgrounds, you know, that's been affected by this knowledge. You know, we had, you know, Okinawa, India, you know, Nigeria, all of these various places. You know, I just didn't conceive of it. It wasn't like I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it wasn't something that I conceived of when I first was learning it. But like I said, is there anything in particular why you brought him up? He was one of the guys that looked out back in the '90s, just trying to look back. So, I mean, if he had the knowledge in the '90s, that increases the chances that I know him. Hmm. And then Patterson, uh, yeah, yeah, I might know. Can't really call it. But yeah, I was telling the people, some new people came in, you know, I had a topic but I don't recall what it is. So we just gonna freestyle today. You know what I'm saying? We see if y'all got any questions out there, any topics that y'all want to get into, and maybe we skipped over. Man, the chat is really super slow today. DePaul, what's the science? You know, right now we kind of got an open floor, but you know, being that I don't recall the topic that I had thought of for the day, because I don't really prepare. You know, I just think of the topic and then we do what we do. But being that I don't recall the topic today, I was like, you know, we see what topics that people is interested in digging into. Some people lie, mathematics don't. You know, it's a see the thing with it is, right? See, the mathematics don't lie when you apply it to reality. See, the people, you know, and this is something that I, you know, just observed, right? Is that, you know, some people like to keep things in the realm of the theoretical and the hypothetical. You know, even after, you know, the calculations is in. The calculations is in, and what's the meaning, right, of all these numbers is evident. But if we, you know, just deal with the hypothetical, you know, field of possibilities, especially, see, anything is possible, but only a few things is probable. The chat room king. And see, that's right there how people lie. Because anything is possible. That's why the mathematics don't lie. Because we able to calculate the reality. Freedom culture. Hey, freedom culture, did you ever make that move? Where was you going? You moved to the Philippines, right? Or you waiting on your visa right now? Ah, man. Vietnam, right. Still doing the knowledge to the brother that was executed in Missouri today. Marcellus Williams. Nah, is that the same brother? What is like the brother that was executed in Missouri? Was that an unjust situation? You said you'll be in New York around the 30th or the 1st. What's really good? Everything in life, love, peace, and happiness. I mean, you know what the address is. So now, what was the science with that? I'm not aware of this brother or his case. Oh, look, don't hope to come by the school. Come by the school. Yeah, but what was the situation with the brother Marcellus Williams? Truth rules. Yeah, a day in the life was a topic today because, like I was telling the people that was in here earlier, this was a day, and this has happened to me before where, you wake up, and generally my thought process is, look, I want for my brother what I want for myself, right? But every once in a while you have a day where by the time you get back home, you know, uh, your thought processes look better you than me. Sometimes we want for our brother what we want for ourselves, right? But they don't see what we see. You know, and it definitely was a day where, uh, me doing things according to mathematics, caused me to be above all that rain, hail, snow, and earthquake. So Marcellus Williams Bell cited repeated DNA testing finding that Williams' fingerprints were not on the knife. Miss Gale's murder left behind considerable physical evidence. Okay, now look, I'm seeing a problem right here, right? Because it says DNA testing found that Williams' fingerprints were not on the knife. Shocking new loot. Self I built, so I don't know if that's what his lawyers said at the trial, but that could, I don't think that one thing is going to get you the death penalty, but it could be a sign of some general incompetence on part of the defense. CERN love from the neighborhood. Missed this by that much. So, this brother, how long was he on death row? Yeah, you gotta use supreme mathematics. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's air out here, but you gotta breathe it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you got voluntary and involuntary, you blink and you breathe and these different things that you don't think about. But then you got other aspects of your, vital aspects of your life, of your survival, like eating, right? That you think consciously about that. You know what I'm saying? Other just aspects of your life, your health, and all of these things, you gotta be a little more, you gotta be very much more conscious of that. So it's the same thing with mathematics. Everything that's happening around you is mathematics. Everything that's happening in you is mathematics. But just like it's a voluntary part, right, of your survival physically, there's voluntary part of how you gotta deal with your mind. Deal with supreme mathematics. You gotta, some of the things you gotta consciously be aware, right, of what the mathematics is around you, right, and how to move amongst it. So he was on death row for 20 years. That's, because I was thinking maybe, he was on death row from a period of time where I wouldn't recall, but, so it says, what's that there? Something happened. I can't see the last. You put something about the previous governor. So it was a whole viral campaign to spread the word about it and push for the stay of execution. And man, yeah, I don't know. It didn't come across my radar. The only news that I saw today really was about Kamala Harris campaign office in Arizona getting shot up. West Coast wise. Yeah. I saw his daughter actually came by about a month ago. Yeah, Shaka knew. That's what I was saying. But I don't like these kind of games. Like this is, you know, countries where that type of thing happens is highly chaotic. I'm sure you're gonna have people saying, well, revolution and all this, but these are just crazy people. This ain't no revolutionary shit. You said who mentored the president? I don't think that was one of my posts. Yeah, I have to excuse me for 1 minute right now. I got some chicken in the oven. I gotta go put the barbecue in the chicken. All right, Malik a lot, but yeah, that's quite chaotic, in my opinion. Uh, You said you have a problem with me saying the word crazy? Should, what should I use? Emotionally challenged? I don't know all the political correctness. Different? Okay, they're different. But look, it's nothing. Now look, when we deal with the science of mathematics, right? If you're gonna destroy something, right, you're gonna have to have something to born. See, because if you just destroy something, now you create a vacuum. Yeah, I don't know how Chief, that might get me kicked off of YouTube right there. You just create a vacuum, right, where other negativity comes in. So if you destroy something, you gotta have something to replace it. Otherwise you're just introducing chaos. So I don't know. These people, they got they post that they making that like you said, it shows they're a little bit different. Generally speaking, right? My point of view is we've reached a certain level of civilization, right? And not can the 85 be civilized? Yes. Not to the highest degree. Anybody can be civilized. No, that's what I'm saying. When you're saying civilized from the lessons, right? You know, see, he at 85%, right, is not gonna have supreme knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But remember, right, when it says, what is the duty of a civilized person is to teach he who is savage civilization, righteousness, and then the knowledge of self. So see, they don't have the supreme knowledge of self, right? But they might have knowledge of dietary law from us. So they don't partake in swine per se. You know, they may not believe in Christianity. You know, and in general, they know how to act at home and abroad. Right? But that's not saying, you know, the description of an 85% is still the uncivilized people. But you know, everybody don't have to be this to be civilized. You understand what I'm saying? You know, there's some people, see, you know, and this, I'm not saying they the devil, right? But I'm saying that even the devil could come and try to learn and do like the original man, and we could let him do trading amongst us. We could do trading, right, with certain motherfuckers because they civilized to that degree, right? And then we got other 85s where we can, you know, but that's just in general, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you moving, right, you moving with civilization. So, you know, if that's how you dealing with people and that's how they dealing with you, then that's civilization. You said what you think about freedom comes at 40 or more, because even at freedom age, you're still dealing with the 1 to 40. Well, see, once you get to 40, there's no more prescribed laws. There's no more lessons. So, you know, I don't know if that's still universal, but, you know, at one time when we got the knowledge, that was one of the first things, you know, you had to know your degree in the 1 to 40. So once you get past 40, you gotta write your own lessons. You know what I'm saying? After that 40, the devil is off your planet in terms of the degrees. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of different people with their level of activation, no. They turn culture cipher, not freedom cipher. Chat room King says add on plus lessons. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm just asking, right? What is it that I said that made you ask about add on plus lessons? Because maybe I blacked out for a minute, but I don't. How did that just come up? Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get my chicken. $793. Yeah, I can't back up the comments. I don't know why. So anything y'all put in there while I was going, you gotta put back. That catch me back up to speed where we was. Where we was is and that barbecue chicken is delectable. I found some new sauce, but I gotta adjust it a little bit. Okay, you said after the 1 to 40 there are no more lessons, so all you can do is add on. No, you gotta write your own history. See, those is examples of other people's history. You see what I'm saying? Those is other people that, Musa did what he did in life. Now that's all that is. So now it's like, when back in the days when you should be in like the first grade and you had the workbook with the math problems, and then like the first one or two they give you the answer. Then the second two, right, it'd be like a dotted line, the answer, and you gotta connect it in. But then after that, you're on your own. You gotta come up with the answers on your own. See, that's what Elijah gave you enough to make you a man. But I don't know, when you say add on, whatever it is, now you gotta do the things. It's time for you to do the things, right? That when the history is renewed, you will be in the new Quran. That you was a righteous man, and you handle situations in life like this, and you came out like that. King Me. Was the trying to see you know, just trying to think maybe, but it's say God controls his whole universe. I mean, look, chat room king. This you know, the simpler you keep things, right, the easier it is to understand. For us to understand. Because you gotta remember, we not inside your head. You know what I'm saying? See, that's one of the best jewels that I got, coming, being young, was that, you know, everybody not us. Everybody don't speak our language. So you got to be able to, say things simply. Don't, remember, you talking about, people doing this for decades. So a lot of it is just practice. You listening to people talk this, or you listening to them after decades of practice with this. Yeah, you got to make it easy that even the babies can understand. But see, let me tell you the key thing with that. In order to explain something to a baby, right? If you can't explain something to a baby, you really don't understand it that well yourself. I put the barbecue sauce on like the last 10 or 15 minutes. Depending, how sometimes you get a lot of liquid in there if you're baking. I'll drain that off, then put the barbecue. I gave it the office. Yeah, but you gotta remember, chat room king, that the message that we got is simple, man. Come on, stop it, chat room king. See, you know what? I remember, uh, you know, I'm just saying how, I'm thinking the same thing at one time, right? That, brothers, you know, is displaying a high degree of intelligence, right? With their vocabulary that they're using. You know what I'm saying? And so, you trying to, uh, pick up on this vocabulary and emulate that. But, all those big words can kind of cover up the fact that you don't know what you're talking about. Because you gotta remember, this language that we using, everything is real. Suppose you in a situation where you could tell somebody something to save your life, but you use a language they don't understand. But one of my first experiences with that is when I first heard the tape of Allah. Like, my expectation, right, was the vocabulary, like everything that he was gonna be saying was gonna be some like out of space stuff. And so at first it was like, people ask, what he was saying, like, yeah, he was talking regularly. But see, he's only talking regular if you don't understand. See, a person right now could come and talk calculus to you. If you don't understand what he's talking about, I don't know what he was talking about. He wasn't saying nothing important. And see, sometimes I found that that's the case. Is that people like listening to people that confuse them. Like, somebody saying something, you don't know what they talking about, you impressed. There's a lot of people like that. I don't want to say, I don't want to, but don't get caught up in that. Right? Don't get caught up. Look, you got people that's just charismatic when they speak. Right? You got people that use all these big words and complicated concepts. You got people that talk loud. All these various things that you may confuse for the magnetic of the truth. So, indeed, there's nothing wrong with increasing your vocabulary. Just having a big vocabulary, knowing a lot of words, knowing the roots of different words, right? So that you can communicate and be communicated with, right? In an intelligent fashion, there's nothing wrong with that. But see, don't get caught up that, look, you can go through all the 140, but it don't mean nothing without the simple basics of supreme mathematics. So you don't forget all that all of this breakdown, right, to 9 simple principles, right, that you can learn as a baby. See, right now, you could go to a lot of brothers' houses and see 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. Some of them can quote 120, but they don't know what it means yet. See, that's how people get caught up in all that Anunnaki stuff and all that. You ask the question here, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Why'd you put a question mark there? Food, clothing, shelter. See, let me tell you something, chat room king. That's a part of being in a cipher. Is learning this kind of, public speaking and being, clear. You said asking, is that right and exact? Well, knowledge, wisdom, understanding is always right and exact. But just even if you asking a question, right? I gotta understand the question and answer it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta speak in complete ideas. He said, I'm all over the place because my mind stays working. Okay. I see. I see what it is. You got a little bit of wordsmith in you. You haven't been on that long. But the wordsmith, he's one of our first brothers that used to come on here. Yeah, I don't know. John the Analyst, have you ever tried meditation? Magnetic. But yeah, anybody else? Let's Hey, West Coast Wives, not for nothing. Hey man, you see, I was ahead of you. Yeah, but chat room king, you know, you might wanna look into that, man. You know, being able to control your thoughts, man. What about fasting? Because, you know, I'm gonna ask the question, right? But you know, how much does that spill over into your actions? You know, if your ideas if is constantly yeah, yeah, that was like that was a wild name he had. Smell goods. What was it? Shams Al Fool. You said you've been like that. It's okay. I'll work it out. Oh yeah, you know. See, let me tell you something. Uh, you know, emotional stability is a it's a qualification. Harmony and quality. You said I move, I study, I live. Who's who's this Q stack? What's that? But yeah, though. Anybody else? Anybody else got? You know, let's you know, chat room king. I think we've answered enough questions from the chat room king. You know, anybody anybody else? Yeah, because see, we got a lot of new people. You know, it's a lot of new people, and so not for nothing, it kind of shows that y'all are not studying. You know, unless you know y'all are in the uh you know if y'all are just up there in the rarefied air. You know what I'm saying? Where you know you see this whole thing. You know you study the whole lessons and you know you understand it. You got it. You down pat. You say how many 5%ers does it take to rename a city? What do you mean rename it from what some other 5%ers already named it? Because I see like a effort of that, well, not an effort, but I see that going, various places. Hold on for a second, y'all. I had doing a little peas and rice there that should be coming to fruition right now. He said, like changing Harlem to Mecca. Oh, you talking about original? Like somebody just, you just need one person that got the knowledge. You need one person that can stand on that square and show and prove it. But, like with everything else, they got to be able to show and prove it. Because if you say that's Mecca, and then nothing don't originate from there, you don't give out no knowledge, then, that's going to be born dead. How many people would say they the only God there and the place has a name? Nah, this is my own. I crafted this. I don't know how many people. I know there's places that they don't got it. It's it's not it's not a whole lot of brothers and they already got something. I don't know what I fashioned it out of. But I don't know how the other places got their name. But somebody goes there and plants a flag, right? And they start teaching people. Then what is the other people gonna what is the other people gonna know what it is? When they come from there and they say that's what it is, what we gonna say? No, it's not. Of course, if you was to just name your city Mecca, then you might need a couple billion people. But I don't really. If a person name where they from, they name where they from. I can see an issue arising, right? If two people have the knowledge in the same town, right? But they don't know each other. They say one of them went to college and got the knowledge, and one of them moved out there from New York. And so each of them, when they touch down, they give it a different name. But I never heard of that happening. And look, in 2024, right? Who on here knowledge 120? Not you know it for years. I'm talking about this year. You studied and learned 120. Chaplain King put 0. Is that right? So Harmony Quality Knowledge 120 in 2024. Whew. It's looking pretty slim there. You know, you said you just know a lot of stuff from 93 and beyond. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. You said, I don't know who named the Lord's Paradise, but I know who brought the knowledge from New York City. Yeah, everybody that was renewing their history. You're right. In Victory Allah Now, the brother I told him to name the city. What's Victory Allah Now? But yeah, that's, Vancouver, Canada, okay. But you sure there ain't no brothers there? That's it. It seemed like it would be, it's like a pretty big city. I would think the knowledge got out there. But look, I'm gonna tell y'all, because hold on, it says 38 people watching. Now, we already know that the chat room king doesn't know 120. Toronto. Isn't Born King in Toronto? But yeah, so that leaves 36 people that I hope y'all know 120. If not, you still got good time. As I'm telling you, man, you don't want to get bombed by the earth. I seen it happen. What day would be considered the day one got the knowledge, finding out that the black man is God when you got the math, or the day you knowledge 120, or the day you receive your flag, the day you accept it. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes what people is first exposed to that they accept, yeah, that wasn't really his knowledge, right? So when you accept the actual truth, Because some people come around us with what they accepted, once they find out what we really dealing with, they can't handle it. You said I was gifted all of the lessons in 1993. I think you told us this before. But see, that's what I mean. Why you can't just give people the lessons? Yeah, I don't really know Canada, the various cities, but I think Born King is in Toronto. Law of Mathematics DJ. Yeah, that's the guy. But yeah, I mean, look, if he named a town, he just got he got to teach. Yeah, is it Toronto on the East Coast? Well, I don't know about the coast, but I know the Blue Jays used to play the Yankees. I'm telling y'all though, I remember uh, one day I was coming to school and uh, I see the cipher up there. The usual place where it's at. And on this particular day, it's like about 5 or 6 people there. And I can see from all the way where I'm walking that the earth is building, right? And you know those whirling dervish, the Sufi stuff, when they be twirling and they God be twirling like that. She was building, she's going like this, and her skirt is twirling like the whirling dervish, right? And right as I get there, right, she's turning like this, and then she said, "That's why I rose above all of y'all." She twirled back this, and she said, "That's why I rose above all of y'all, cause I know 120." Look, when she said that, right? And listen, when she said that, right? I looked at them like, "Y'all ain't gonna say nothing," and they looked at me like, "You ain't gonna say nothing." Ah man, that day was that was that was that was that was hilarious. Say now I'm not gonna say nothing, man. I can't help you. So I'm just saying, don't Don't find yourself in that situation. Don't find yourself in that situation, man. You see what I mean? Because see, the problem for them, right? You know your lessons, right? You know your 120. You see, the real problem, you know your mathematics. See, if you know your mathematics, you but yeah. See, if you don't, if people don't, first of all, see, we not preachers. See, everybody got to use their own knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Negative West Coast wise, everybody got to use their own knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to save their life. See, yeah, it might be something that I say on here, right, that you could grow off of, but you have to grow off it. See, just is other than that, it's just like a person got a Bible that they walk around with. You got you're gonna have to stop taking shots at brothers on my channel on equality. You got it. You gotta stop. So you made me you sidetracked me with that. I don't even recall. Who was that? What was I saying? Oh yeah. The words in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, no more, you're not gonna the words on the video, the sounds on the video, whatever it is, that's not gonna save your life. The part of it that you able to internalize. See, a lot of times you might see somebody do something. But then you don't remember what they did, or you didn't see it exactly. You don't know exactly how they did it. So how you gonna use it? Listen, if there's another way, right, it hasn't been discovered yet. It hasn't been discovered. You just gotta study the lessons. You're not gonna listen and then it's gonna be the key. The key is you having the knowledge. There's a key to every lock that exists. But do you have it? See, what if you need to unlock that, right? To get to whatever understanding, and I'm not there. See, look, We give you the lessons. You go to various ciphers, you go to rallies, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Look, and brothers share wisdom and understanding with you. It ain't no other thing to figure out. See, it's not going to come from talking. The talking comes second. It's got to come from knowledge. So you gotta study your lessons, man, because this is an exact science. From applying your mathematics to those lessons, man, that's how you figure out what's going on in the environment, man. You see the various things about life that people dealt with in the lessons. And once you get good enough at dealing with your mathematics, you can draw it up in anything. You can read the book War and Peace and draw it up. See, other people was there, they could tell you. The guy Dumont could draw up the story of the three little pigs in a way to show and prove the black man's God. Little Red Riding Hood, various childhood stories, right? He drew it up in a way that showed and proved the black man's God. I was there, I seen it, I heard it. But you gotta study those lessons, man, I'm telling you. The harmony, equality. I don't know. I think I gotta reverse this on you. I don't know what you're doing to my brothers. I don't. I don't. I don't know what you're doing to my brothers to. Make make them respond in the way that they have been doing. But I'm gonna ask you to cut it out. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, it's like I, I don't know anything about that West Coast. Yeah, harmony, equality. That would be you. Yeah, I don't know about the veracity of that statement right there, harmony, equality. Because, the 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 common denominator here seems to be you. I'm just I'm just saying. What goes short on there? What happens on is that where you is that where you demonstrate her power I see over there? Yeah, they kicked me off of Twitter, or they locked me out whenever Elon Musk bought it. I can't remember what it is, but some reason or other, I didn't want to get him the information or something. I don't know what it was. The Boston Celtics had their media day today. I'm saying, look, that was a nice one last year. We'll see what happens. But I don't want to have to inform you and Wise Prince, but the Knicks pretty much got this one locked. Y'all could go ahead and forfeit. Y'all can go ahead and forfeit, so then y'all don't have to look back. Every team forfeiting is the only way the Knicks win a championship in this millennium. I mean, well, look, have it your way. See, that's easy for you to say, being that Seattle doesn't have a team. So you don't care if these other people get their favorite team beat down. You don't have a dog in that fight. But look, if y'all want to give it the old college try, be my guest. You have a team that's just going right now. They'll be back next year. Is that what the tooth fairy told you? I mean, all of this this is futile. This is futile, West Coast. Globetrotters. That's for places like Seattle that don't have a team. CRK say back to studying. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So I remember you said that they gifted you 120 lessons, right? And do you still have the lessons? Said some of the guys was building on create versus makes. Wait, am I? Back? It's why it ain't back on my. All right, yeah, good. So, uh, I mean, I get the point. Uh, in terms of create versus make, you know, uh, I mean, I don't know how much of it of what they saying is, uh, semantic. So you still have the lessons. Okay, so you ain't got no excuse. So out of the lessons that you have, right? How many have you studied since you've been coming on the channel? Yeah, I mean that's something that in terms of that create versus make, I would have to hear what they was building on because you got in the knowledge of greater 1 and 10, right? You got the maker and the owner, But I do see what they saying in terms of, uh, you know, you got what is the original, right? That has no birth record, and then you got that which is made, which has birth record. But in terms of saying, yeah, I don't know what they. I would have to hear what they was talking about. They, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I don't. Yeah, that's one of those things that when you first get the knowledge, you might talk about stuff like that, but I don't know. But yeah, see, chat room king. How many of the lessons have you studied since you came on the channel? You said you keep them close to you. You keep the lessons close to you. You better keep them in your head. That's if you ain't got them in your head, they ain't that close. You said 1 to 14 is on your radar. So you saying that today's degree in the 1 to 10. You might have to hit the notification button that you can subscribe, but you still got to hit the notification bell for to get the notification when I come on. Okay, so what's today's degree in 1 to 10? And look, I'm only giving you 30 seconds, so that way you don't have time to run and go get the lessons. What is this here? 29 million square miles. Is that what that says? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. West Coast wise, 29 million square miles of yeah. What is that? See, now it's too late. You already went to get the lessons now. Just, I wish it. See, I ain't got my what's your name. I hit the buzzer on you. Oh, useful land that is used by the total population of the planet Earth. See, listen. When we say know the lesson, right, we mean word for word. I don't know if they told you that. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to just tell you that when we say know the lessons, we mean word for word. So now let's go back, right, and say, what's the highest degree that you know, right? What's the highest degree that you know, word for word? All right, I give you credit. You was typing, but you know what I said still applies in terms of what we mean by knowing, right, is word for word. Hold up, is this a Chinese movie now? I don't know if is that politically correct to say? Can I say that? Who's the person? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this chat room, King? I thought you was on a roll. Oh, I see what you're saying. So the 5th degree in the 1 to 10 is the highest degree that you know word for word. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, this is a tiger style, but not that other stuff you're talking about. I'm glad you paused right there. Glad you paused right in the nick of time. Okay, so the 5th degree in the 1 to 10 is the highest degree that you know word for word, right? Okay, so what is the 5th degree word for word? All right, let's go. Oh yeah, harmony, equality. Yeah, you need to. We haven't actually let everybody know that. Okay, so we're gonna back up again here. Chapman King, right? When we quote the lesson word for word, we quote the question and then the answer. right? So now, let's go back, right? We quote the question word for word, and then the answer word for word, right? So, yeah, I'm grandfathered in. The rest of y'all got to fast over. If I'm just, I know a lot of people just joined the channel and you didn't know, but yeah, it's different. Okay, what is this chat room, King? The land is 57,240 something thousand. What is that? Okay, that's not the question. But what is this 57,240 some thousand? What is this? The land area. But I'm saying, where are you getting that from? The land area. Is that in your power? Is that in your fifth degree in the 1 in 10? That's off the top of your head. All right, now listen. When you speaking, you gotta know. See, because wisdom don't just come off the top of your head. See, just something what you made up, what you said, right, that may or may not be true, right? Information comes off the top of your head. So don't include that, right? See, when first of all, if that's, I guess, the type of etiquette that we had at that time. When you complete the degree, you say peace. So now when you say something else, we know that you're not. You said the numbers are there. I just don't have it all down like that. No, the numbers is not there. But see, like I said, look, I'm letting you know now, right? That stay. First of all, you fast your 3 days. Justice, what's the deal? You see, that's the thing about this knowledge. when you come into this knowledge, we tell you that you're the most high. But see, part of what you got to do with this knowledge and wisdom is clean yourself up, deal with culture and refinement. So that means that you got to fill in all them blanks there. You got to be able to show and prove every level, right, to the seventh plane where you saying you exist at. So see, just study it word for word, right? The question and the answer. See, first of all, what's the first thing it's saying in 1 to 10? What's the first thing it's saying in 1 to 10, Chat Room King? No, it don't say who is the original man. It says student enrollment 1 to 10. See, that's the thing about mathematics. Teach you to be sharp. And see, after that, it says the following questions must be answered 100% before submitting of students to said lesson number 1. What you mean, come on, man? That's what it says. Yeah, look, I was going, I don't know where he's from. I don't know if he's from Cali or something, where they use that kind of language endearingly. But I'm from the East Coast, where that's backwards. G-O-D. But back to the greater point, while you can still answer that question right there that Dubois asked, but that's very important. He said, "You from Queens, New York, married in Farmers Boulevard. Come on, son." See, let me tell you something about this slang. I understand. We maintain on it, right? Everything is we deal with equality. But see, for you gotta learn to acknowledge that, man. See, because there's nothing that comes out of a person's mouth, right, that don't come from a thought that was in their head. So see, that's one of the things when I'm saying you gotta be consciously aware of how you use language. Yeah, power equality. That ain't no New York language from that age group. But uh, this was, see, and that's how you got to do. Just a message to a lot of people out there that you may misunderstand. But see, this is exactly what I'm saying, right? That this is this is how it really works. So you don't just come out, you know what I'm saying, and now actually my food is fixed. It is probably getting a little cold now. Now that you remind me, and y'all wouldn't want to stand between a man and his barbecue chicken. So yeah, we about to get out of here. Actually, I do got some stuff I gotta do early tomorrow. You reminded me. But, you know, saying this right here, making this point that, you know, you don't just, you know, you bombing people, man, before you taught them. You see what I'm saying? Build comes before destroy. So see now, I told him. Now, the next time I might remind him. Right now, you might miss all those conversations. So when you see me on the third time, when I'm like, yo, get out of here. Now you like, yo, man, why was because see, first we build. That's the science, right? Of what is the duty of a civilized person. You don't just get, into arguments with people that you know. Now, some people that's stiff necked and rebellious, and so, they gonna, the only way to deal with that is just leave them alone. The only way to avoid getting into, you know, some type of conversation that don't really lead to a full understanding, is to leave them alone. But if you dealing with somebody, y'all dealing with each other in a civilized manner, then it's your duty to teach. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you be in the 10%. That's holding the wisdom above people's heads and using it as a weapon against them. You understand what I'm saying? Indeed, you know what I mean, in terms of keeping our shores sharp and our wisdom, and protecting our mind, et cetera, et cetera. But, this is not a weapon, that we're using to destroy people for no reason. So I don't know if you got the message there, chat room king. You got one more time to fuck up. So I think we had a pretty good run right here. This has pretty much been the Chat Room King episode. Oh yeah, you never answered that question, Chat Room King. You fasted your 3 days? I didn't catch that. Was I not paying attention when you answered that? Let me try and sneak in the back door. See, I'm tell you something. It's other people that you can get the knowledge from. Other people. Yeah, see, you ain't even fast your 3 days. That's first of all, you need to go back and fast your 3 days. See, I'm telling you all this. I don't even know you want to be this. Nah, these motherfuckers at DMV is still, listen, I'm gonna just have to move around that. At this point right now, the DMV is this is personal. Like it's some kind of asterisk on my file or something. Probably from talking to y'all. You throwing out lamb chops. Yeah, well look, don't come back on here talking about no lesson until you fast your 3 days. Cause see what ends up happening in Chat Room King is see that's just another way that you beat the 10%. So you want to be a rich slave maker or the poor righteous teacher. And make yourself rich from the labor that I did of studying these lessons and living it out. You see where you fucked up at is I took the poor out my lessons. So let me see how you gonna work that now. I told you I ain't no preacher. Yeah, okay, Chat Room King. We shall see. And see, you missed it. See, if you don't study your own self and you just come here to keep asking me everything, right? Then you blood sucking. See what's blood? Blood is what carries life. See, so the signs I dealt with of everything in life will equal love, peace, and happiness. Now you want to deal with that, and then you blood sucking. You can't even tell me a degree. See, that's another way you be at 10%, man. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for decades. I'm telling you, that's what it is. See, it just don't happen to me because I don't allow it. Yeah, you can drink water on the fast. That's it. I just hit a decade of having this knowledge. I heard that. You be like, man, it's you know, uh, a lot of people is elders now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this barbecue chicken over here. Y'all know about the black man and barbecue chicken. So I want to go throw down on that business right there. You know what? I'm gonna check that. What was it? Marcellus Williams. You starting your fast right now? Now, let me tell you something, chat room king. People very rarely tell one lie. People very rarely be a bullshitter about just one thing. So you come back and bullshit us and say you fasted if you did. But I'll be watching you. So, at any rate, everybody that made it this far, do the each one teach one. Yeah, matter of fact, you know what? So what's today? Tuesday? See, yeah, we're gonna have to do a special episode on Friday, chat room king. We're gonna have to pull up for a special episode on Friday, chat room king. To check in. You should be winding down. Matter of fact, you know what? Because you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Now, really, You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So we're gonna see you Friday night, right? We're gonna see you Friday night, and by then, right? If you started right now, if you starting right now, then Friday night after the live, you should be able to break that fast. So we'll see you Friday night, right? Chat room king. Okay. Be there or be square.